Holy cow. If you were on my last broadcast, I totally apologize. I did not have location on. I did not have any of those things on. But that was crazy town. I mean, I have been trolled before, but I have never been that trolled before. That was very disruptive. I know. Have you ever? I don't think I've ever seen that in a broadcast. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy town. So yeah, I was getting really frustrated really fast. That doesn't happen to me a lot. It's hard to get me frustrated, but it was really, I mean, people are just so disrespectful. So yeah, okay. Let's see if it happens again. I don't know about that. Yeah, no, crazy, right? I know, Janie's like, 100 people, what in the world? I know, crazy town. I don't know, but yes. So we'll just ignore them. If we do have a, yeah, I know, I'm trying to learn too, and I gave it a chance there thinking that they would go away, but they were not going away. So, I mean, and we may have a problem here again, but we're just going to continue on. So, for my regular viewers, if I'm not reading a lot of comments, please just bear with me. Please just block all the trolls that are saying anything with any cursing, anything with any suggestive anything in it. Just block them. If you don't know how to block them, you just touch their name and it will say block user and you can block them. So yes, let's just keep them out of there, right? Total block party. So, okay. I know, right? And if it gets too much, just hide the chat. So, all right, so let's talk about wrinkles. So, can food iron out the wrinkles? Can your diet actually help iron out the wrinkles? Now, let's see here. Let's do this. I'm going to just, here we go again, I'm afraid. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? Yeah, what gives you wrinkles? Okay, let me do this. I'm just going to hide chat. I'm just going to hide chat and stay here. So I cannot see chat at all. So I'm just going to continue on with my message and we'll see if this number drops back down throughout there. You guys can do the same thing, hiding the chat. You don't have to talk. We're totally fine with not talking. So, all right, so let's talk about this. So why do we get wrinkles in the first place? So we get wrinkles in the first place mostly because of genetics. Wah, wah, wah. It's so sad, right? We get wrinkles because of genetics. It's such a bummer. It is a total bummer. So the older we get, when we're aging, it is impossible to stop the process of getting wrinkles. I don't care what you do, it is impossible to stop the process of getting wrinkles. So you're just gonna have to live with it, unfortunately. When we age, our skin gets thinner, it gets drier, it has less elastic in it, and so these wrinkles that form, right? These wrinkles that form in sensitive, soft spots, mostly around our eyes, that's where we see it, our forehead, the tops of our hands, the tops of our arms, actually, our chest, our neck, those things are exposed to sunlight a lot. And I mean, like, you know, most of us, even though it's winter here and I'm totally covered up, right? Look at the parts of me that are exposed. And those things are exposed to UV and toxins. They're not covered up. It is actually said that women who wear bangs, that have bangs like I do and don't wear their hair, you know, totally pushed back. But if you actually have bangs, that you have less wrinkles on your forehead. What? That is like crazy town. That is crazy town to think about. Your hairstyle can actually help save you from your wrinkles. So again, if you're one of my regular viewers, I apologize. I tried going off broadcast and coming back on. I actually have chat turned off so I cannot see it. Please do not let what's happening in this room today discourage you from watching my broadcast. I don't know what's happening. And if you want to block them, just block all the trolls you want. So I apologize for that. So I'm just going to keep rolling here though. So as you get older as well, your skin is actually less able to protect itself from toxins, from, from environment, from the sun, from things that are just bombarding it all the time, the products you use on your skin, all of those kinds of things. So it's actually harder to protect itself as you get older. And then of course, genetics plays a huge part in this. So if your parents, had wrinkles prematurely, you're probably going to get wrinkles prematurely, but there are some things you can do to help slow that process down. I'm going to turn on chat. It looks like the number's going down a little bit. So let's see if we've gotten any better. So yeah, turn on chat again there. I think I turned it on. Yep, it's on. All right. I know it's crazy. So yes. So I have the chat on. Yeah. Okay. Still not safe yet. Yeah. I know spring break is here and everybody's bored and they're on Periscope or something. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes I get featured. If I get featured in a broadcast, that's what happens. And it really fills up in here with major trolls. So I apologize for that, guys. It seems like it's slowing down just a little bit, right? Right. Okay, good. We look like we're getting down to a normalized number here. So I know, I'm trying very hard. I turned off chat so I could keep going. So, all right. So here's the other thing here are the things that actually accelerate wrinkles. So these are some things that you kind of want to avoid. That is the number one thing that can cause wrinkles and getting wrinkles prematurely. And that is smoking. Smoking, being exposed to cigarette smoke at any level is really super bad for your skin. If you're exposed to it, from secondhand smoke, or if you are smoking yourself, that is one of the number one reasons. There is tons and tons and tons of research, right? That is, yeah, it's a total block party in here. I'm sorry, guys. There is tons and tons of research that it leads to the fact that smoking causes wrinkles. So yeah, it's crazy, but that is the number one. The other thing something that you really can't control, but that is the lighter your skin, the more apt you are to wrinkle. So that's because of the UV exposure. Is yogurt good for getting rid of wrinkles? I have no idea. So I don't know if it is or not. It's not on my list of foods. I can tell you that. So yeah, Janie, you'll break the habit. Don't worry about it. Don't stress over it. The habit will go away from you one of these days. You'll just be like, I don't want to do this anymore. And you'll just quit. And that's just how it'll be. Have all the confidence in the world in you. So yes. So sun exposure, of course, sun exposure, not to the point of just getting outside and getting sun, right? But to the point of burning. So if you have burned your skin because of UV exposure in the sun, that is actually going to accelerate damage in your skin and is going to, oh yeah. You're just waiting to be blocked, weren't you? And that is actually going to really, really cause that burning is actually really bad and is going to cause your skin to not be able to protect itself, right? Even with suntan lotion on, I'm talking about burning. I'm not talking about actually getting sun exposure. I think everybody should have sun exposure. I am all for getting in the sun. I am for getting natural ability to stay in the sun longer and longer and longer periods of time. So exposing yourself to the sun naturally, for 10, 15 minutes and then building up to 20, 30 minutes, then building up to where you could stay in it for an hour or two. Yes, vitamin D is so critical for us. I love the sun, so you'll never hear me bash the sun, that's for sure. So, but it can cause some damage, especially if you are burning your skin. So you never want to get to the point of getting red. If you ever get to the point of getting red, that's when you're going to start doing getting the wrinkles. So facial expressions. If you are a frowner, you hear about frown lines. So if you are a frowner, if you are a squinter, if you're like this and you need glasses and you refuse to go get them because you think that they're going to make you look weird or something, this right here is actually worse than just going and getting the glasses and stop squinting. So squinting, the crease that you get right here is from tension. So if you're constantly like this, see that right there? You can see I've spent a lot of years with that tension in my face, that like concern. If you constantly have that is going to cause those types of wrinkles. So constant facial expressions can cause wrinkles. So, and some of them you can't. I mean, you get smile lines too. I mean, you can get wrinkles. You can see if I smile, I get these lines right here, right? So if I'm constantly smiling, right? So that's okay. It is. Yeah, you have that tension thing. I've had it most of my life. I just kicked it about, probably about 3 years ago when cancer came around. I was like, I don't care. I'm not letting this stuff get underneath my skin. So yes, I know. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Good. That's awesome. I love it. So yes, so facial expressions are really going to cause a lot of problems if you have the constant. The most of it, the biggest two are actually the squinting and the furrowing of the brow. That concerned, and the frown as well. So yeah. All those things are gravity, like they pull down, right? You want things that lift up. Whee! So, all right, here's the bad news. Here's the bad news about food and wrinkles. I'm going to throw down some bad news right now. And the bad news is that without surgical treatment, without chemicals or other unnatural products, you're going to get wrinkles. Dang, you can't help it. You can't prevent it. It's going to happen. You're going to get wrinkles. As you age, you are going to get wrinkles. There is nothing that you can do about it. Here's the good news. The good news is that you can slow the process. So you're probably not, without some unnatural product, you're not going to be able to reverse the wrinkles that you already have. Most likely you can mask them, you can hide them, you can puff them up even with some natural products to make them look less recognizable. But they're not going to just go away. Fine lines and wrinkles that you have already are not going to go away unless you do use some sort of chemical on them, to even vitamin C, even vitamin E, all those fine line things, all those things that they say are great for fine lines and blah, blah, blah. Those are really just to stop it from happening more. They're not really to prevent what has already happened. So unless you're planning on getting surgery or you're planning on doing some chemical, type procedures, or have these injections that are unnatural injected into your face, then you're going to have wrinkles. Just the bottom of it. That's just the way it is. So here's some great ways to keep from getting them worse. So if you don't want them to get any worse, right? So if you don't want them to get any worse, then you need to stay hydrated. That is one of the biggest of the big things. You need to stay hydrated. You need to be drinking pure clean water, plain clean water, just like this. Nothing in my water, nothing at all in my water, just plain clean water. You need to be drinking half of your body weight in ounces a day. That is really super important to stay hydrated, right? You like your wrinkles. Mine don't really bother me that much. I mean, I just, it's just a fact of life. It's just what's going to happen, right? Yes, water is essential for our bodies, and so just plain water, half of your body weight in ounces a day. Perfect. And room temperature if you can handle it. So yes. Oh no, I do have wrinkles. I totally have them. I'm just sitting far away from the camera. So, yeah, with good lighting. I have studio lighting in here. Are you kidding me? So, and makeup and all that kinds of things, right? Bottoms up to the water. That's right. So that's the number one thing that you can do. Here are some foods that can actually help slow the process of getting more wrinkles, or if you're young, I mean, if you're in your 20s and 30s and that sort of thing, if you don't want to get them in the first place, then this is actually going to help with that, eating these foods on a regular basis. The number one thing, of course, the number one thing is healthy fats. So water and healthy fats. So I'm talking about plant and animal-based fats. So of course, the avocado is the king of all plant-based fats. This is, yay! Oh, I love it. I love it, Sandy. That's amazing. The avocado is superior food. And here's why. Here's a couple of reasons why I feel this way about the avocado. And that is, it's a really nice, neat little package inside of here. It has tons of essential fats in your body that your body needs, that it wants, that it craves. It is really, really good. It's full of antioxidants. It's actually full of fatty acids that can help keep your skin smooth and soft. Now, I'm not talking about putting it on your face. I'm talking about putting it in your body. So actually just eating the avocado is amazing, Every anti-aging expert that I know says that the avocado is superior food. So, right? I know. So good. So good. I know. I know. Somebody needs, whoever makes the emojis, we need to tell them we need an avocado emoji. Yes, I know. So you guys like the avocados. I know that you do. So the avocado, superior for that. Superior. As far as animal base goes, you have to look at it from my freezer. I'm sorry, but I wanted to bring it because I wanted to show you a couple of things about salmon. Oh, the other great thing about avocado is that it does not have a lot of toxins in it. Its shell, even if they're not organic, its like outside shell actually helps protect the inside flesh of the fruit. And so you don't necessarily have to buy them organic. So don't freak out if you can't find them organic. If you can find them organic, awesome, buy those. But if you can't, it's actually a great food to eat non-organic. So I hardly ever say that. You guys know that I hardly ever say that. So here's the other thing. This is salmon, of course. It's actually, look at that beautiful skin on the back. And yes, it's in plastic because this is how I have to freeze it because I don't want it. I buy it in bulk and this is how it has to be done. So I have to pay my money and take my chances with this sort of thing. So normally you guys know that I wouldn't do that, but this is actually those vacuum packs. And I just cut up these huge fillets and portion them out for meals so I can cook them that way. Yeah. I know. So salmon is amazing. There is a special antioxidant in salmon that gives it its pink color. Now this is wild caught salmon. This is very, very important. If you are eating salmon, there are two things that you want to look out for. Number one, you want wild caught, right? So if it is farm raised, step away from the salmon. Do not buy it. I'd rather you not eat salmon than buy farm raised salmon. It is so bad. Yes, I know. Thank you, Janie. It is so bad for you, right? It is so, so bad. So wild caught. And number two, even if it's wild caught, make sure that it does not have any colors added to it. They will try to add colors to it to give it this nice pink color like this so that you go, oh, that's so pretty and I want to buy that. Look how healthy and yummy it looks. They even do that to wild caught. So ask that question. Ask that wild caught, like to catch it. Yeah, wild caught. Sorry, I'm not saying it properly. So yes, so they will actually add that color. So make sure that there are tons of different kinds. The most available, Sherry, is Hass avocados, and those are going to be fine. That's primarily what you're going to find in the grocery store. Yeah. Or a lot of them come from Mexico as well. Yeah. So yes. So be careful that you don't get any additives or color additives to it, right? Crazy town. Yes, and salmon. Okay, so those are the two healthy fats that I recommend. Coconut oil is great. Does it do much for wrinkles? Probably maybe on your skin as a moisturizer, but in your body, that probably doesn't hurt anything, but it doesn't have these super high antioxidant properties like these two foods have. So those would be for wrinkles, those would be my two suggestions. So, and the great thing about salmon, that pink color that's in the salmon, the antioxidant, the specific antioxidant that makes the salmon pink actually can help reverse sun damage in your skin. Now you cannot reverse wrinkles typically, but you can reverse sun damage. And so, but it can actually help protect and reverse sun damage as we age. So, and that is very, very important to our cellular structure as well. So just keeping that in mind. So the other food, and we've used it all week, almost everything that we've talked about has had blueberries in it. Blueberries are the king of the food, in my opinion. Blueberries, I eat them almost every single day. Blueberries are amazing. They're full of antioxidants. They actually have something else in them that I think is really, really cool. And it's true. Inner and outer nutrition are very, very important. I agree with that. So blueberries actually, and we touched on this earlier this week, but blueberries actually help with the building and the support of collagen production in the body. Now, collagen is the most abundant protein protein in the body, and it is really found in all of your like structural tissues, like every single, good for you, I love it. Every single structural tissue that you have in your body, your hard or soft, so your bones, your skin is actually part of that, your ligaments, your muscles, all of those, even some of your organs are considered that as well. All of those things that hold your body together are structural tissue, and collagen is present, and the protein of collagen is present in every single one of those, and it is so amazing. Blueberries actually support that collagen production, so no wonder that it helps with cellulite, that it helps with, yesterday we actually talked about gray hair, and talked about a little, I think we actually included blueberry, no, yesterday was just sesame seeds, I'm sorry. And then today we're talking about wrinkles and blueberries, powerful antioxidants, which make them anti-cancer, which make them anti-everything, amazing food, superior to all other berries, I'm afraid to say, and I would highly recommend, if you don't like to eat them, to learn to like to eat them, because they are super good for you. So good for you. Low on the glycemic, great frozen as little snacks. Yes, amazing. All right, so no, I have a couple more here. So eggs is something that keeps coming up too as an anti-aging food. You can see here on this carton that they say that these are pasture-raised eggs. That's what I want you to look for, is pasture-raised eggs. Not all eggs are created equally. Eggs actually have amino acids, a 3-part amino acid in them. I have to look at my notes, excuse me. Glycine, proline, and lysine. And those, I think I'm saying that right. These are, eggs are superior to help with the anti-aging process. There are some anti-aging gurus that say that you should eat up to 6 to 8 eggs a day. That doesn't leave a lot of room for other foods, so I actually don't agree with that, because I think that you should be eating a multitude of different kinds of foods. But there are some anti-aging gurus that say, yeah, I know it is a lot, that say that you should eat that many eggs in a day, but I don't necessarily agree with that. So yeah, I mean, if you're really just on about anti-aging, maybe so, but you need to be thinking about other parts of your body as well. So yes, absolutely. I just missed like part of that. I'm sorry, I was blocking. I couldn't read fast enough before it went away. Sorry. Yes. So pasture eggs are amazing for that. Pasture raised eggs, they are going to have tons of omega-3s in them. And it's going to give you a good balance of the amino acids that come in there that help complete the protein of the egg. So yes, absolutely. Okay. What else? Carrots. Some of my favorite, it is no secret that some of my favorite food on the planet are these little babies right here. I love that you raise your own. It's not fair. I raise my own. I love carrots. I eat, probably blueberries and carrots are in my diet almost every single day. At some point, I have blueberries and carrots in my diet. So, I know they're so, this is such a gorgeous carton, isn't it? I know they do such a great job with their cartons. I love it. I told my cellulite that you taught me how to bust it out. Janie, that's so funny. Bye-bye, cellulite. Bye. I don't want you anymore. You have to go live somewhere else. All right. So, yes, you missed what one on my website? I love it. Making carrot soup and carrot and coriander soup. I love it. I love it. How much do I pay for my eggs? Those eggs are $5.99 a carton. $5.99 a carton in my just my regular grocery store. Not even like a Whole Foods or anything like that. They're just in my regular grocery store. So, which is like a Kroger brand, King Super. I don't know what you guys have where you're at, but yes. So carrots. Carrots are amazing. They are the best source of beta carotene on the planet, right? So beta carotene is something that actually protects the cellular structure of your skin. It's the same reason it's great for your eyes. It protects the cellular structure of your eyes as well. $11. Wow. Yeah, mine are $6. $6 a carton. So if you're eating 7 a day, Sherry, that would be a lot of eggs, right? Ah, good. Yeah. Yeah, 650. Yeah, they're in that range. I know, right? It'd be like my whole food budget spent on eggs. So yes, so carrots are amazing for your cellular structure, particularly for your soft tissue. So even your organs, your skin, the beta carotene is amazing for that. It's amazing for your hair. It's great for your fingernails. It's great for your eyes. I mean, it's great for all kinds of things. So eat your carrots. A lot of people, carrots are starting to get a bad rap. Actually, I think it's being reversed a little bit about their sugar content. And that's because people are juicing them like a crazy thing. They're taking their carrot and they're juicing them. And there is a ton of sugar in carrot juice and you're not getting any of the fiber. Yes, organic carrots. And the reason I say organic carrots is because these carrots, when I eat these carrots, just like they are, I do not peel my carrots. I never ever peel my carrots. I barely even rinse them. I actually want those little microbes of dirt that are on those carrots. I want them in my body. They are amazing for you. They are so, so good for you. I just trim the tops and this little part right here, I just cut off the little head part and the bottom part, and I just eat the carrot. That is so good for you, especially if you're going to cook them. If you just can't do that, right, little dirt is awesome for you. If you can't do that, that's right. If you can't bring yourself to eat a raw carrot that way, at least when you cook them, just leave their skins on. We are just so used to like pulling the skin off of all of our fruits and veggies, even our apples. And this is actually really, really good for you. These skins of these carrots are amazing, right? Yeah. Dr. Josh Axe has a new book out called Eat Dirt. I almost said Deet-ert. I've been doing that all day. Eat Dirt. And that book is all about the natural probiotics that are in the skins of our vegetables, right? Deet-ert. And eventually, at some point, probably in the next couple of weeks here, I actually have a copy that I'm going to be giving away. So yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. So I'll be giving a copy of that book away at some point. I need to figure out, maybe next week when we do raw food, I'll be giving a copy of that book away. Super excited. I have my own copy, but I have one to give away as well. So I'm actually an ambassador for Dr. Axe, and as an ambassador, we actually get two. So waiting for your copy to come. Yeah, we just got ours. So yeah, God made dirt don't hurt. I'm sure he references that. I haven't had a chance to read the book yet, but I'm super excited about it. So carrots are amazing for that. Some other foods, just quickly, I won't go through all of their like nutrient, descriptions or anything. Tomatoes, onions, celery, red apples, broccoli. There's actual research on asparagus. Yeah, so it's the only reason I have it. Don't panic. The reason I have it is because I'm an ambassador and I have a little bit of like special privileges. So just a little bit, not much, like 2 weeks of special privileges before you guys. So yes, there's actual research on, oh, okay, awesome. There's actual research on asparagus that says people who eat large amounts of asparagus, that would be me. I eat asparagus at least twice a week. Robin and I love asparagus. We eat a lot of asparagus. People that eat asparagus twice a week actually have less wrinkles than the rest of the population. Awesome. Maybe that's why I don't have so many. I do have wrinkles though. There's actual research on that. I think that's amazing. No, I don't get headaches hardly ever. Like once in a blue moon, and it's typically because I have hay fever. Like something gets in my nose and irritates it. So yeah. I would actually, Julie, I would say to go with fresh asparagus. Canned asparagus is been really processed and cooked a lot. It's been cooked a lot. And so, I would say no, actually. Usually I'm like, oh, it's better than nothing. But yeah, frozen salmon is okay. Absolutely. I freeze mine. I get it. It comes to me frozen. I let it thaw. I chop it up and put it back in the freezer. Typically we actually eat some and then I put the rest in the freezer. So, cause I buy it in bulk. I actually have a fishmonger here in Northern Colorado. Crazy, right? It's called Caleb's Catch. And he gets this fresh caught salmon, from the Pacific, and we just buy it. We spend $200 and get these huge slabs of salmon. So yeah. So asparagus is amazing for you guys. Asparagus is so good for you. Most people don't like it because of the way that it's been cooked for them in the past. The best way to cook asparagus, in my opinion, is to put it in a steamer basket or to grill it. So to put it in a steamer basket is amazing. You just need to cook it for about 3 to 5 minutes in a boiling water underneath your steamer basket. Pull it out, salt and pepper it, put butter on it, whatever you want to do. It's amazing for you. Yes, I said put butter on it. However you want to put spices on it, whatever you want to do it. Also on the grill, it's great to use a little olive oil, a little salt and pepper. Put them straight on your grill grates, roll them around and let them get a little crunchy. So good. It's so good. Yes, ghee, absolutely. Yeah, Emily's like, yeah, do ghee. So yes, grass-fed butters are amazing for you. They have amazing properties in there. So yeah. I know it does make them nice and crisp. Their little heads get kind of crispy and they're so yummy. Yeah, me too. It's my favorite. Grilled asparagus is probably one of my favorite foods on the planet. So I love it, love it, love it. So sweet potatoes and spinach also top out and round out that list. And then the last on the list that I have here is fish eggs. I don't eat fish eggs. I'm not going to eat fish eggs, so I'm going to be missing the boat there. I guess I'd rather have wrinkles than eat fish eggs. Thanks, Emily. So I'll just stick with the wrinkles and avoid the fish eggs. Hey, Jason, thanks for being here. If you guys don't know Jason, Jason's amazing. If you are a scoper, follow Jason. He does these Blast the Cast programs that are great. Thanks for being here, Jason. I appreciate it. Yeah, you don't even eat eggs. I know, so weird, right? It is so weird. Fish eggs just kind of weird me out a little bit. Chicken eggs I'm fine with, but fish eggs freak me out. I'll just stick with the wrinkles. Like if somebody said, Leslie, if you don't eat fish eggs, you're going to get all these wrinkles, I'd be like, okay. I'll just keep the, yeah, you're welcome. I'll just keep the wrinkles. Right? So funny. But that's how I would be. I'm just not eating fish eggs. Yes, some is. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Some fish eggs, they would consider caviar. I don't know exactly what caviar is. I've never had it. I will not eat it. So yes. Yes, but especially salmon eggs, if you're eating salmon eggs. Now, I don't know. When I was a kid, we used to go fishing and we would fish below this giant dam. And I bet that dam's not that big. Like from a lake, you know, there was this big dam that kind of flowed down into a river. And when I was a kid, this dam was just enormous. It was so big. And my dad and I used to fish below that and below that dam in the river. And we used salmon eggs to use as bait. Ugh. Ugh. I hated it. I was like, do we have to use these? They were so stinky. Oh. You like sushi? Yeah, you never had fish eggs? Yeah, so if you don't want wrinkles, Jason, apparently it's one of the superfoods for not getting wrinkles. So I know. What would you eat it with a fox? I don't know what that means. Oh, you mean the fish eggs from the fox? Yeah, I don't know. You like sushi? I don't like sushi either. Man, I'm so not hip. I am telling you, I'm totally not hip that way. I do not eat sushi. What? Oh, I see. Oh yeah, I got it. Thank you. Thanks for catching me up there. Green eggs and ham. Everybody's like, duh, Leslie, green eggs and ham. Hello. I actually have a couple of Dr. Seuss books in my bookcase. Yeah, no sushi. I was like, oh, duh. Yeah. Yes, so fish eggs. So let's just recap super fast about the foods that can prevent you from getting more wrinkles. If you already have wrinkles, you're out of luck. But if you don't want any more, this actually can help. So these are the foods. Plant-based fats, avocados, animal-based fats in salmon, wild-caught only, and make sure it doesn't have any artificial coloring in it. Blueberries, love blueberries. You know I love blueberries. Pastured eggs, amazing. Carrots, tomatoes, onions, celery, apples, broccoli, asparagus, sweet potatoes, and spinach. Whew. Avocado oil for cooking. I love avocado for cooking. It's one of my favorites. It has such an amazing flavor. I don't mind. I tell my age all the time. I'm 46. Yeah, well, actually, I'll be 46 this year. I'm actually 45. I will be 46 in a few months. So if you can't find, that is a great question, Sherry. That is an amazing question. Good for you for asking that. That's an amazing question. If you cannot find pastured eggs, the next best thing is going to be free range. So free range eggs are going to be your next best. No, I'm totally 45. Yes, I am very young. Thank you for saying that, Rosemary. So Jason, did you guys get covered up in snow, like 70 yesterday and like, 12 inches of snow today? Jason's down in Longmont, Colorado, so that's why I'm asking. Yeah, I know, it's crazy town, just crazy town. I know, I'm a baby. Aw, Janie, you're the baby. Don't be a baby, Janie. Yes, so free range is going to be your next best thing outside of pasture. So pasture means that the chicken is allowed outside of the coop. It can do what it wants to do. It can be a chicken, right? It can dig for worms. It can eat grasses. It can eat all the things that it wants to eat. And then it roosts at night in a barn. And typically in the morning it gets fed grain and then it goes back out to pasture to do what chickens do. Then the next thing is free range. So free range typically means, not always, but typically means that the chicken is allowed outdoor for a certain period of time. So most of the time it's kept indoors in a large cage with other chickens, or a pen. It's not really a cage because there's nothing overhead, but there are these large pens and they have barn doors that they open. All the chickens go outside into a little pasture kind of area that's still not, they're not free roaming, of course. And then they move them back in at night, right? A non-organic pastured egg is superior to a free-range egg. It gets so complicated. I'm sorry. We could talk about this subject forever. In fact, we have Egg Week coming up. I'm actually going to a local farm. It's down in Longmont. They have 2 locations, actually. We're going to go to both, Boulder and Longmont, and we're going to talk about in detail the difference between healthy eggs and unhealthy eggs. So the thing that you really super like crazy want to avoid, that is traditional eggs, like 99-cent carton eggs. You do not want to buy those. Just don't eat eggs. If that's all that's available, and that, or maybe that's all you can afford in your budget, just stay away from those. Just don't eat them. Get other sources of those types of proteins, right? So, and then cage free, I would also try to avoid. So free range and pasture would be the 2 that I would recommend. And then, kind of in that order as well. If you have a local farm, the cheapest and best way to get eggs is to find a local farm and to get eggs that way. Because if you buy eggs right from the source, they can sit in your refrigerator for 2 to 3 weeks. And so you can buy a bunch of them, right? So that's like the best way, in my opinion. But when I don't have access to my local farm, because they're about a 45-minute drive for me, when I don't have access to them, I actually just buy the Vital Farm eggs, which is available in my grocery store. There's the logo for Vital Farms right there. So yeah. So yes. So there you go. So thank you guys so much. You can get them from delivery. Yeah, absolutely. That's another way. If you just Google it, you'll probably find a farm near you. Quite frankly, just Google it, and make sure that, visit the farm. It's fun anyway. You should visit the farm anyway, because it's a lot of fun. If you don't raise your own food, it's fun to see other people and farms and how they raise your food. So yeah. So thank you guys so much that we're on Troll Patrol today. That's hard to say, Troll Patrol. Thank you so much for doing that. I apologize. I don't know what was happening today, but that's okay. Thank you for hanging out with me and making it through that. Yeah. So, oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So if you guys have not signed up for my webinar, go to kitchens.com/webinar. I know, that is amazing. I love that. Thank you. Kitchenatomy webinar. Thank you, Emily. There it is right there. Go to kitchens.com/webinar. That's coming up on Friday at 3 p.m. It's a free sign up, and I'm going to be talking about my new class, Kitchenatomy. And I'm going to tell you guys what the price is. I'm going to give you a major discount and a coupon code that is just available in this webinar. Yes, that is Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Mountain, so 2 p.m. Pacific and 5 p.m. p.m. Eastern. I always test my brain when I have to do that. So please go check that out and sign up for it, because it's absolutely free. There is no hard sell. I just want to make sure that it is right for you, and I want to talk to you about. I want to speak about it personally to you, not one-on-one, of course, because it's a webinar. But I want to give you my view of what Kitchenatomy is. So that's awesome. Thank you so much. So yeah, so that webinar is absolutely free. I'm going to be doing 2 giveaways. I'm doing a splat giveaway, which is, splat is my yellow spatula that I use in a lot of my cooking demonstrations. So I'm going to be doing a splat gift package giveaway. And then I'm also going to be giving away tuition to the class. So, and if you're a charter member, just so you know, if you're a charter member, as the Go-To Kitchen Academy goes forward in the future, there will be lots more classes offered throughout the year. As that goes forward, as a charter member, you will be offered special discounts every time a new class comes out. So yes. That's okay. That's all right. So, so you guys try to make it. The pre-sale will actually be going on for the entire month of April. So it's at 3 p.m. But the pre-sale will be going on the entire month of April. If you're a VIP, you'll get that code as well. So don't panic if you can't make it, although I'd love for you to be there. There will be a replay of the webinar available on the pre-sale page. So we're actually pre-selling the class so we can have a good idea of how many people are going to attend the class, so that we can structure it absolutely perfectly for the amount of people that that are interested. So the pre-sale discount will actually go out to the first 100 people that register. After we get 100 people registered for the class will still be available, but the pre-sale code will go away at that point. So yeah, after the first people. It is a self-guided class, Sherry. So it's going to be a mix, actually. And if you want to know more about that, you can actually watch on Friday. But it will be a login. So you'll have a login account that you can log in and follow along at your own pace. So thank you, Emily. There you go, right there. You'll be able to follow along at your own pace. So it's a little like INL, except there's going to be more interaction. So yeah. A little bit, yeah, except you're going to have access to all the classes up front. So you're going to have a login page, and you're going to be able to have access to the classes up front, so you can work at your own pace. So you won't get like an email that says, hey, here's the new class, or anything like that. Yeah, so, and it's, because it's designed in a way that there's going to be some task that you need to accomplish in your kitchen before you move forward. There's also going to be some times that there is a task available that needs to be done. Maybe you don't have the funds to do it right then, right? So maybe it's a task that needs to, you need to save up for. And we're actually calling those roadblocks, and giving you a heads up that this is a roadblock and it's okay to continue on with the class. So yes, so it's, I'm designing it in a very thoughtful, purposeful manner. I'm actually putting the finishing touches on it right now, so that you feel like that I'm in your kitchen with you, helping you through this process. So it's almost like a personal guide to help you through this process. And it's very malleable in the way that you make it your own as well. So yeah, so we're doing, all the classes will be a combination of video, a little bit to read, and then there'll be a worksheet with it as well. So yeah. And not to give away a spoiler or anything, but it's 10 steps. It's called Kitchenatomy, Kitchen Detox in 10 steps. And so it is designed for you to take stock of your kitchen and be aware of your workspaces. And I'm super, super excited about it. So yeah, I feel so like amazing that it has even like come to me that this would be a great starting point for these classes. So it was really a like divine inspiration. It almost felt like I was like, whoa, that's awesome. That's totally what I'm doing. So yeah, it was a good day today. So thank you so much. I know I'm super excited about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yes, it does have meal planning in there, Sherry. Yay, Sherry's like, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. We will have meal planning there's an entire 10 step. One of the 10 steps is devoted to meal planning. So yeah, super excited about it. Yeah. And it's really robust, but it won't take up a lot of your time. It's, the tasks are designed to be done easily. But it's not going to take up hours a week. It's going to take up about half an hour, maybe an hour a week. And at the end of the 10 steps, once they're fully completed and all the worksheets are completed, you should have a detox kitchen. So bye, Rosemary. Love you. Thanks for being here. So yeah, super cool that way. It's, that's how it's designed to flow. So yes, and we're giving a major discount. I can tell you right away that, that the price is under $200, way under $200 actually. So just to give you a ballpark. Yeah. Cause there's only 17 of you here. So all right, you guys, love you so much. Again, thank you so much for putting up with the trolls earlier on in this broadcast. So yeah, awesome. Good. I love that. I love that. Thank you, Sherry. Yes. So, yes, I'm going to scat out and I will see you guys. No more broadcast today. Today's my husband's birthday. So I'm going to spend the afternoon with him, even though we didn't get to go to Denver. So, I will be back tomorrow, and tomorrow we're talking about teeth yellowing, and I'm going to show you a trick. Some of you are already going to know it, but I'm going to show you a trick tomorrow to get your teeth whitened naturally. Thank you. I'll tell him you said that, Sherry. That's sweet. So you guys have an amazing afternoon. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. GoToKitchens.com. Don't forget to sign up to become a VIP. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Bye. Yay, teeth. Oh, that's cool, Sandy. Happy birthday to your daughter. Bye. See you guys. Love you.